And now Andrews is saying to all you Victorians out there, now look, this will be wonderful. You will own all of this and every benefit will go to you. I mean, this is unadulterated rubbish. So we're now going to renationalise the power sector. We've had that commitment virtually from the Albanese government, the Queensland government. Here in New South Wales, the electricity infrastructure roadmap under, would you believe, a Liberal government, and now Daniel Andrews. So basically, Andrews is telling us, Daniel, the markets can't be trusted, the private sector can't be trusted to deliver energy, and they'll call it clean energy. That's what they're saying.
And there's so much wrong with that, Alan, because as you rightly identify, what private sector, what market? I mean, we have not had a proper functioning energy market for many, many years because of all of the government distortion. So that's the first point that needs to be made. The second point is that reality is going to come biting us very hard very soon. The experience in Europe shows this. If you turn off your coal and if you turn off your gas, you are going to have some very serious problems, economic problems, social problems, and energy security problems. As you know, something like 80 to 90% of all of the solar panels, all of the wind turbines that we have in this country, they're not manufactured here in Australia. They're not manufactured in Germany or the UK or the US. They're manufactured in China. So we are effectively outsourcing our critical energy infrastructure to a potentially hostile foreign power. And look at what happened in Europe when they did this. Now, we have the opportunity to avoid their fate, but unfortunately, we're going head on into the path that Europe is in, and there's no turning back once we go down this path.
Absolutely. And the reality, if I just say to people watching us tonight, there's an energy crisis out there. Government, through its policies, Andrews and co, and this includes Morrison and the Liberal Party, government have created this crisis, and now, Daniel, they're expecting us to believe that government can solve it.
Yeah, look, that's 100% right, Alan. They will keep pushing this line. And the reason for that is they've gone so far down this path that they can't turn back. You know, if they're to say, well, you know, renewables don't work, we need to switch coal-fire back on, that would be to concede that everything they have said over the last, 1 or 2 decades is completely wrong. So the governing class, and it's not just the politicians, it's the big woke corporations, it's big tech, it's the universities and the schools. They're the ones that are pushing. And sporting codes, by the way, cricket, the major NRL, AFL, they're all pushing this. Pat Cummins. So this is the issue. The public are only being fed one bit of information, and if you speak out against it, you're cancelled. You're called a climate denier. Yep. We don't even debate these issues anymore. And you know this more than anyone else. Yeah,
but see, what this means now, viewers are going to say to you, government owns it. Just supposing they own the lot. When they get into financial trouble and all this renewable crap doesn't pay, they go to the taxpayer and the consumer and they rob them blind to make the bottom line balance. The taxpayer and consumer need to wake up here. You're going to be smashed under this policy. Daniel.
Well, that's right. There's already a massive debt problem across Australia and here in Victoria. It's only getting worse because interest rates are going up, and that means your debt payments are going up. Just like when you've got a mortgage and the interest rates go up, you've got to pay more every week or every fortnight or every month off your mortgage. That's exactly what happens to government debt. As interest rates go up, those monthly payments and yearly payments go up. Having another government-owned enterprise, another inefficient government-owned enterprise, what happens when it goes under?
That's it.
Well, it's going to be the taxpayer
and the consumer
footing the bill through higher taxes and more debt on top of what we already have. This is just pushing a current problem off into the future, off to next generations, and it's completely lacking any leadership or any vision.